How farmers creating unlimited water in the Sahara Desert. What if we told you that a secret revolution is taking place deep under the Sahara Desert? Farmers have found an amazing way to solve the water problem that has been affecting the area for hundreds of years. They've discovered a means to manufacture endless water where it was previously inconceivable, breaking natural rules. Join us as we discover how these farmers are transforming the parched Sahara into an oasis of wealth. The Sahara Desert is a vast expanse of dry territory that runs across northern Africa, making it the world's biggest desert. This vast desert spans around 3,000 kilometers and is bounded by a variety of physical characteristics. Its western boundary is the Atlantic Ocean, while its northern bounds are the Atlas Mountains and the Mediterranean Sea. The Red Sea serves as a natural boundary in the east and the Sahel, a transitional zone between the Sahara and the West Savannas in the south. However, due to causes such as land mismanagement, overgrazing, and periodic droughts in the region, the development of the Sahara Desert poses a huge danger as a result. Desertification in the Sahara is a growing concern. Loss of arable land not only leads to desert growth, but also serves as a trigger for a variety of other issues, such as hunger, poverty, unemployment, forced migration, wars, and an increased risk of extreme weather events. Despite this dire scenario, Niger, a country in the African Sahara region, has made amazing agricultural development by repairing enormous regions of deserts and converting them into rich farmlands. In Niger, massive restoration initiatives have recovered and revitalized 5 million hectares of land, accompanied by the planting of nearly 200 million trees. This shift has a favorable impact on nearly 2.5 million individuals who benefit from increased land usage. The achievement of Niger's agricultural growth is especially noteworthy given the region's dry environment with an average annual rainfall of only 6.5 inches. Despite the country's difficult terrain, it has successfully used creative strategies to battle desertification and develop viable agricultural ecosystems. Farm-managed natural regeneration, FMNR, is one of the primary regenerative efforts responsible for the change of Niger's soils. FMNR is a low-cost land restoration strategy that focuses on subsistence farmers' poverty and hunger. FMNR efficiently enhances the productivity and adaptation of agricultural fields and grazing areas in the Sahara's difficult circumstances by increasing food and wood output and improving tolerance to climatic extremes. FMNR was developed in Niger in 1983 by Tony Ronaldo, an Australian agronomic commonly known as the forest maker. Ronaldo identified and implemented a way to tackle the catastrophic deforestation and desertification afflicting the Sahara region after living and working in numerous African nations for several decades. FMNR employs ancient techniques such as coppicing and pollarding, which include carefully choosing and cutting native plants to encourage their development into trees. This straightforward set of management strategies enables farmers to regenerate and protect existing vegetation, considerably benefiting the livelihoods of millions of people. FMNR is significant for reasons other than its local advantages. Restoring damaged land not only benefits rural farming communities economically and socially, but also provides a critical chance to address climate change and blend technical improvements with traditional wisdom. Forest plays a critical role in mitigating climate change by absorbing around 2 billion tons of CO2 every year. As a result, forest protection and enhancement, as done through FMNR, becomes a critical method for climate change mitigation. FMNR's effectiveness is especially impressive when contrasted to traditional tree planting initiatives, which frequently fail to attain high survival rates. The severe environment of Niger provides enormous hurdles for seedlings, with barely 10% surviving the strong heat and dust storms. Furthermore, surviving seedlings are frequently eaten by goats or gathered for firewood. FMNR, on the other hand, makes use of Tony Ronaldo's finding that millions of little shrubs on the savanna were really stumps of trees regrowing organically. Farmers may help these shoots grow into full-fledged trees by carefully regulating trimming and safeguarding them. Because of its exceptional effectiveness, FMNR is rapidly expanding throughout Africa, bringing significant benefits to the environment and people's lives. This revolutionary yet simple approach highlights the possibility of natural solutions to agricultural difficulties and long-term sustainability. FMNR provides a path to resilience, adaptation to climate change, and the promotion of local well-being through recovering degraded lands and nurturing trees. Finally, the transformation of the Sahara Desert into an agricultural oasis in Niger demonstrates the efficiency of regenerative approaches such as FMNR. Niger has successfully regenerated millions of hectares of land and planted hundreds of millions of trees, despite desert circumstances and low rainfall. This achievement not only boosts agricultural output and food security, but also combats climate change and benefits rural communities. Niger has been a pioneering force in sustainable land management through FMNR, and it provides useful lessons for other places dealing with desertification and environmental deterioration. In a race against time, Egypt's audacious Tashka project has embarked on a mission to conquer the mighty Sahara deserts in the south and transform them into thriving farmlands. With a mere 4% of Egypt's land suitable for agriculture, the country's fertile territories have been under siege, shrinking rapidly under the pressures of urban sprawl, encroaching seawater, and the curse of soil salinization. But hope flickers in the horizon as this ambitious endeavor aims to convert vast stretches of desert into arable land, breathing new life into Egypt's agricultural dreams. The visionaries at the Sahara Development Center firmly believe that turning the Sahara green is the key to unlocking prosperity for the Egyptian people. However, dissenting voices caution against the sustainability of this grand plan, raising concerns that it might eventually recoil with unintended consequences. Moreover, the project's thirst for water from the Nile raises valid apprehensions about international water-sharing agreements. Egypt's population, heavily reliant on the bountiful harvests of the Nile's fertile banks, has experienced explosive growth in recent decades. From ancient times until now, the population has skyrocketed by a staggering 30-fold, with the most significant surge occurring since the 1980s. In just a few decades, the number of people has nearly doubled, soaring from 45 million to an astounding 100 million. And the trajectory continues unabated as projections suggest Egypt's population will double again within the next 30 years. The Nile's hospitable shores have become a refuge for the ever-growing masses, leaving little room for expansion. The relentless march of urbanization is merely exacerbating the looming crisis, squeezing the population into an ever tighter space. At this rapid pace, Egypt is hurtling toward the brink of food scarcity. As if these challenges weren't enough, the rising sea levels pose yet another threat, rendering once fertile lands barren and useless. Global warming has unleashed its wrath upon the region, causing the waters to creep higher and higher. The surrounding lands, grappling with the dual assault of extraction processes and natural substance, are being gradually stripped away, exacerbating the vulnerability of Egypt's agricultural heartland. Egypt's ambitious plans to convert vast desert lands into flourishing agricultural havens are backed by an impressive array of infrastructure. Highways, railways, water pipelines, and power lines crisscross the landscape, paving the way for development and establishment of new farmlands in the untamed deserts west of the delta. Through these efforts, large swaths of once barren land have become reborn as fertile soil, offering hope for a thriving agricultural future. By harnessing the power of center pivot and drip irrigation systems powered by groundwater pumps, the unthinkable becomes reality as farming takes root in this unlikely terrain. While small-scale subsistence farming thrives in the heart of the delta, the arid expanses on the desert's fringes are now vibrant with the cultivation of grains, fruits, and vegetables destined for global markets. With a staggering $70 billion investment over a decade, the Egyptian government has set sights on reclaiming the staggering 3.4 million acres of desert, epitomizing their unwavering commitment to the transformative vision. At the forefront of this grand endeavor stands the Desert Development Center, a beacon of innovation and expertise. Through their pioneering efforts, employing cutting-edge methods and technologies, the once unforgiving Sahara Desert undergoes a metamorphosis. These experts firmly believe that greening the arid expanses holds the key to unlocking prosperity for Egypt and its people. In this race against time and nature's fury, Egypt's Toshka project strives to reclaim the Sahara deserts, pushing the boundaries of possibility. But as the challenges mount and the stakes rise, the question remains: can Egypt outsmart the desert and secure a sustainable future for its people? Or will this battle against the elements become a losing one? Tell us in the comments what you think. Also, do subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our incredible innovations.